saying, come on here now, that evil disease cleaves to him quickly. So I'm trying to show you something how that the enemy, that people will pray against you and declare that you will not arise. So the enemy had a art against him, so they began to curse against him. They began to speak word. So what are you saying? Because word carry weight. You follow me? And word linger in the spirit and waiting for the time in the season to perform what it called, what it's going to do. You follow me? That's how come the Bible says speak his word because he'll hasten to perform. So it matters. You got to understand that only the word moves God. Only the word can deal with your situation, whatever you're going through, whatever is going on in your life, only the word. So when you learn how to apply the word and take the word and use it for your advantage, then quickly you'll come out of something. Quickly. Because understand that when you was young and you were a child, that your parents and your auntie, your uncle begin to speak to that bad boy, that naughty head boy, he ain't gonna be nothing. See, them are word curses. And if you don't understand that, you gotta go in the spirit and you gotta renounce and denounce and declare that those words will fall to the ground, that they won't prosper. You follow? That's how come the scripture said death and life is in the power of the tongue. Now, it's not our job to curse people. It's not our job to curse them because the Bible said, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I will repay. You follow me? So you gotta understand though, but now when it comes down, because we take the word out of context and use it for ourselves. But you gotta use the word in the right context. So in other words, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. David said this. Come on here now. You said, David said, so whatever they say, whatever they speak, it shall not prosper. That's how come the Bible said that the enemy shall utterly be cut off and destroyed. So you have the power, watch this, because you got to learn the strategy, how to maneuver in the realm of the spirit, taking the word and being able to use it, watch this, using it. The Bible said also to pray all types of prayer. So just one type of prayer is not going to work. You follow me? But you got to know how to strategize. You got to be flexible and know how to maneuver in the realm of the spirit, because there's so many things that's going to get up against us. You got the adversary. You got your enemies. You got people hating, people dislike. Come on here now. So you're dealing with multiple spirits. You follow me? So you got to know, watch this. You got to identify what is at work. What is at work against us? You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't identify, you just praying. You praying. But now the Bible says also to build yourself up in your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Ghost. There's sometimes you got to pray in the Holy Ghost to build yourself up. You can't go into battle weak. You can't go into the battle, come on here now, and with no strength. So you got to build yourself up that you get strengthened. Then you can engage into warfare. Don't go into warfare you weak. Don't go into warfare you battling in your mind. You're struggling in your flesh. Then you cause heat upon yourself. Lord have mercy. My God. So you must understand what you're dealing with. Many times we are fighting and we're engaging into a war. So in other words, hear me well. Someone called me and said, I need you to pray. And so here goes, me being a man of prayer, and they call me and I want to help them and everything. But you must be led of the Lord, because many times we engage into spiritual warfare without the unction and the lead of the Holy Ghost. God's not leading us, and so you cause more harm and hurt upon yourself. You cause yourself to engage into things and activity, my God. In other words, you don't belong in that fight. You don't belong in that war. Come on here. That battle is not yours, but now you just come into that battle and you're causing more heat upon yourself. As my wife was saying, come on here now, we was talking about this thing. So in other words, you got to be careful who you linking up with. Come on, you got to be careful, my God, who you connecting with. And they said, I got your back. Come on here now, glory to God. Because whoever you connect with and come in contact with, come on here, all of that mess that they left behind and where they was at, you got to take on everything that's going on in their life. Come on here. That's how come the intercession is called to make intercede. The intercession is called to intercede, to make intercession on behalf of the body of believers, the Christ, the transgressors. So in other words, everybody can't pray for me. I'm sorry. Why? Because you cannot take the load that I carry. You can't carry the weight that I carry. You can't take what I take. Come on, you can't. In other words, because guess what? There is a repercussion but you engaging into war. You got to be an armor bearer. Come on here now. You got to be called to be an intercessor. Come on here now. The one on our behalf. Just not me, my God. It's us. You got to be able to take something. Because, watch it. Many will not engage into spiritual warfare. The simple fact and the reason is because they are afraid. Anytime you engage into a battle in spiritual warfare, you got to have boldness. And watch this. But the key is obedience. If you're not walking in obedience, I'm here to tell you, you're fighting on your own. Every prophet, come on here now, and every king always consult God. They say, shall we pursue? Lord have mercy. Come on here now. So in other words, if God ain't permission you, trouble comes. Trouble comes. And sometimes we are carrying, my God, the weight of someone else, and it's a false burden. Sometimes we're carrying, my God, burdens of somebody else, and when we don't have to, and God did not cause us to carry certain burdens. Come on here now, glory to God. But the Bible says, touch not his anointed one, and do his prophet no harm. Come on here now, glory to God. So, man of God, don't even worry about what they say, what they do, because the Bible says, touch not me, my God. So when we touch the prophet, the priest, the pastor, come on here now, we're bringing trouble upon ourselves. You ain't got a word. So I don't worry about what I said. I'm going to sleep, I'm going to rest. I don't care what you pray, what you speak, what you say against me, because it don't even matter, because I'm shielded and protected with the anointing of God that's covering me, come on, in my family, in the members. Come on here now. So that's how come you have to pray for us, because it's our job to intercede on your behalf. When we cover you, you need to be saying, God, keep him covered. Come on here now, glory to God, because we can't rest certain times at night, my God, because the enemy is Lord. He's moving upon you, and we got to be able, with spiritual eyes, able to see, my God, and watch and cover, my God, the sheep. We got to be shepherds, my God, that God has called us. So it's important that don't make your leaders grieve. Because when he grieves for you, he can't pray effectively for you. Don't make him grieve. Don't make him grieve. So understand. I'm going to share this right here with you. That it matters what you speak and what you say to your situation. It matters what you speak and what you say, what's going on in your life. Because what you speak and what you say is your outcome. It's determined how far you're going to go. I want to say, it's well. Many times you're going through things. Don't speak the prophet, it's well. How you doing, preacher? My God, have you got over that thing? It's well. It's well. Come on here now. It's well. Speak life. It's well.
Amen. Amen. That's powerful in itself, because we're not able at times when we're going through situations to just say it's well. But the woman of God, by faith, even though it was not well in the natural, she was declaring it in the spirit. And that's what he said, you know, what we're fighting against. He said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. So she said it and declared it in the spirit that it was well. And you know what? That's what we have to begin with our mouth, to begin to declare in the spirit, to prophesy. To speak those things as not as though they were. And you know, Jesus began to tell his disciples, he said, oh, ye a little faith. And sometimes, the man who brought his son to the disciples, and he said, Lord, I took him to your disciples, but they weren't able to do nothing. And you know, and he began to say, Lord, I believe, but help my own belief. So, you know, sometimes, you know, we have to say, look, Lord, you know, we come